Hello and welcome to my workshop. I wanted to make a video to show you the conversion that I just finished of my Whiplash V1 to V2. So let's take a look under the hood and see what we got. I already took the canopy screws off so I can get this off easily, show you guys what's going on. Alright, so we got over here a new transmission system. First off, this is a new bell right here. That's a solid stainless steel bell, not aluminum with a sleeve like it used to be. Check this out. It's a real bell. And it is made very, very precise. When Joseph handed this to me, he said, this bell has excellent run out, 0.0005 millimeter or something like that. I forget the exact number he said, but look at it. If you zoom in the picture here on the bell, you can see that when you turn the main gear, it doesn't even wobble at all. It's really nice. Joseph makes some really nice parts. Okay, so then we got a new hub right here. That's the main gear hub. The one-way is inside of that. And there is here's a flashlight. There's a pinion inside that screws onto the bell. That pinion, helical pinion with the helical main gear. And we got a new crown gear that Joseph made also, which looks like the Spectra crown gear, but is not exactly the same. This is specially made to fit this pinion like a glove. They're not compatible like the Spectra crown gear, even though it looks the same, it's not compatible with this. This is really made nice and smooth. So when you actually turn the main rotor, it really smooth. See that? It's so nice. Everything fits perfectly. You put this thing all together, it comes in, fits really nice. All the parts line up and all that. It feels really good when you turn it around. So I gotta show you what I did. Okay, let's get up and see what we got here. First off, this is a Zimmermann muffler, and I'm using the gasket from Joseph for miniature aircraft, which is this little piece right here. It actually makes the mating surface between the muffler and the engine bigger, so that it's not like a tiny little gap where it could just leak from. It's like a lot bigger now, so it helps to stop leakage and keep this muffler tight when you fly. Works really good. Second, on this side is we have the fuel tank light that I make, and I just installed it right here on the frames. When you power up, you can see the lights on, and that shows you your fuel level when you're flying. Third, we have a sensor to the GV1. People ask me about that all the time. There it is, okay, on the bottom. You see that? It's just gooped on with goop. That's it. And there's a little tie wrap here, and the cable is protected. It just goes inside the frames, goes up this way over here, tie wrapped over here, and goes up to the governor on top. Okay, so we're using a Life 6.6 volt 1600 milliamp battery. That's all you need. It's pretty light, like 3 ounces, maybe 3 1/4 ounces, something like that. I moved the receiver and the governor together, nice side by side. You learn from building these helicopters over and over how to put things so that everything fits nicely in the space that you have. Okay, so here we have the fuel tank light. And we have the volt magic. It's showing 6.6 volt. That's 6.7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6.0 is the red LED, the last one that lights up. So this is the range that it's set for. You can program it. Okay, turn that off. So what else did we do here? We got I installed the upgraded boom support. Not boom support, sorry. Torque tube. Yeah, no. Tail push rod, sorry. Yeah, I'm looking at it, I can't even see what I'm trying to say. This is the tail push rod. This is a conversion kit that you can get from Miniature Aircraft. It comes with these parts right here to allow you to install this push rod and get rid of the wire, because the wire kind of rattles. Like this one doesn't make any noise, but when you touch the wire like this, you hear and it makes like a little buzzing sound when you're flying. You can hear it like in certain angles of the tail rotor towards yourself. So when I put that on this tail rotor, you can see I actually moved the ball, used the shorter ball, and moved the ball to the bottom instead of the top because I wanted more clearance. I hate having to pop this ball off between here and the bottom of the case. The transmission case is not a lot of room, so this is a lot better. And these allow you to do that because you can adjust them. These guides for the rod are adjustable, so you can bend them whichever way you want to make the rod fit nicely. And you can see when I did the rod, I didn't actually leave a lot of rod showing. I don't like that. I prefer like this. So I just put the shrink tubing on there, and it meets up. There's a little rod inside of there, but this thing is pretty much all rod, carbon fiber tube, not rod. The rod is short inside. You know, it doesn't show much, so I think it looks better that way. What else we gotta show you? So as far as running the wires, I got better at it. I got the rear red light for the generator, the tail servo, the Voltmagic, and the throttle servo. Those three all go together inside of a sleeve, a conduit right here. This is a tie wrap to hold it. And then they join together with the throttle servo. And you can see the wire crosses from one side to the other. It's kind of hard to see, but maybe it'll help you with the conduit, right? And then I got tie wrap on this side to hold it, and another one there to hold this conduit against the left or the right side wall there on the inside. And then also what I had to do is I had to cut this X frame brace right here, this X thing right there, cut one side of it, the one goes from the top to the bottom to make room for the conduit that has 4 wires inside of it. See, on the other side there's only 1 wire for the rear cyclic servo, and that's all you can fit. You really can't fit a whole lot through there. So you see what I mean? That's why I cut it, and that works well for me that way. Okay, so all these wires come to the front, and they're all like in the plastic tunnel. That way they're not going to get chafed or anything like that. We got the right cyclic servo comes in through here, right, and joins in with these wires, and they go to the Demon. And here we have the mixture is the Voltmagic sensor. The throttle servo is right there, and then that's the sensor going down to the sensor on that side down there. And then the other 2 servos from here come into the Demon. We got the generator power coming up through here to power all the servos in flight. That's the light from the receiver from a Freeport, the light for the fuel tank. S-bus cable comes to here. That's the cable. And then we have, what else? That's I think the power from the switch coming down from down below. Okay, and on the bottom, as you can see, my switch wires right there. There's the switch. Everything is nicely, neatly folded and tucked in. And maybe I need a light to show you by. It's better. There's a light. And that's the charge jack right here, which I don't really use that much, but it's just kind of tied up in there. And that's a little double sticky tape to hold the switch from the battery. I mean the plug from the battery there. So that's how that's set up. And that's the wire for the LED. There's the clunk going up. So came out really nice. I like the setup. I think it flies really good. I flew it today. I had like 4 flights on it today. I had to adjust the links. I had to adjust these links. I had too much collective on one side versus the other. I had to adjust the throttle adjustment here, like by 1 turn, and I had to adjust this, the new tail push rod that I made, by several turns because I kind of guesstimated where that went, and it needed to be a little bit more. So this is a new upgraded hub that I got from Joseph a while back. That's a new design setup. He changed it from the original design. These are new upgraded gears. Those don't come with the conversion, but I've had those. You can buy those separately. forget the part numbers, 131-17 and 18, I believe is what they are. And this is the nitro fin.